Hey everyone, I'm Morgan.
And I'm Paul from MTG North. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, it's just been one of those weeks, hasn't it?
Man, it's been one of those months.
It has.
Investability of lottery cards. We've been wanting to do a financial video about this for a while now, right?
Yeah.
We got a lot to say. Hopefully it all comes together nicely in one shot here.
Yeah.
Kamigawa, obviously. Neon Hidetsugu continues to be the talk of the town.
And it is. And it's cool, and it's an interesting card to pull, but it's end value. Let's use that.
Let's talk about that. So we had Hendrik in the Patreon chat last week. He said, hey guys, I can get a yellow Hidetsugu right now. Should I pull the trigger as a pure investment? And we said, no, you shouldn't. And here's why.
Well, we're going to look at other examples of non-investment.
Okay, let's set some baselines. This is past data.
So we're going to look at Viscera Seer, the backwards serialized Viscera Seer. They're about $1,000 now. They've
dropped from 5Gs. The first one sold for, right? Everybody was super hype on it and stoked, and now they're selling for about $1,000 for a normal number, right? Not something special like number 1 or number 69 or anything like that.
Something that has its own. It's not the card that made the value. It's the number. It's the actual number of that card. Okay.
It does matter.
It doesn't. So we set the baseline there with the Viscera Seer, and we're gonna say Neon Hidetsugu. It's headed the same way. They're not investable, and the reason we think they're not investable is because they're not playable. Okay.
Right. Those are the best lottery cards in Magic's history, obviously, because it is a playing card game. It's not just like sports cards.
That's right.
The more something's played, the more something will be in demand.
That's right. So you want to talk about something like a serialized Chalice of the Void. It's going to hold a higher value than the Viscera Seer does.
Just wait till there's a serialized Soul Ring.
Anything.
Or Mana Crypt. We've said it before on the channel. We're going to say it again for clarity.
Yep. There is multiple variables when it comes to lottery cards and their investability. And you really got to look at all these variables. Playability, scarcity. Is it special? Number 69, Viscera Seer, looking at you. You know what I mean? Like, there is other variables other than just, hey, I got a lottery card. Look, I got a red Neon Hidetsugu. Okay, well, what's red Neon Hidetsugu going to look like a year from today?
That's right. So we always got to think about. Look at inventions, for example, right?
Yep.
If you compare Soul Ring to Cataclysmic Gearhulk.
Yes.
Those are both lottery cards, but one is much better than the other.
One you can pick up for about $40 US right now, and the other one you have to pay about $1,000 US to get. So, like we said, it's the playability that really affect the value of those certain inventions, Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple other Gearhulks in the invention list that aren't as low as $40 because they're a little more playable than the Cataclysmic. Yeah, right? Look, we're looking at the Mana Crypt as an invention. It's got a huge price tag. Huge price tag.
Huge demand.
Even the Mana Volt invention has a big price tag because they're playable. And people really like them.
Hidetsugu, not playable. Probably not ever really playable. You know, some cards get broke in Commander eventually and then spike upwards. I don't think that card will ever do it.
Unless somebody happens to make a 12 power level C EDH Hidetsugu Commander deck somehow. I don't see it.
Just because they're hoarding 30 red versions of one right. Spike.
So not really investable. We're going to recommend most likely you stay away from things like that. Now, if you like it, you like it.
That's another thing we want to say. We got to meet Shock and Awe a couple weeks ago. He is a patron of the channel. Thanks, Shock and Awe. He came up to Tabletop Giant for a visit. He brought his entire set of inventions as well as the box toppers from Ultimate Masters. Yes. Thanks for bringing those up. They're fantastic to look at.
Beautiful cards.
And like he said, he does care about the financial aspect of it, but also he really likes the cards.
Yeah.
So if they only ever slowly go up or stay about the same, he's fine with it.
That's right.
And if you're fine with that and you want a Hidetsugu, go right ahead and get yourself a Hidetsugu.
Paul and I have something like that. We collected the foil showcase from Throne of Eldraine, the entire set, because we really liked it. We liked it. We still have it. It looks great.
It was the first of its kind. We enjoyed playing during that time, right?
Yep.
So,
and I'll tell you right now, we lost a few bucks on some of the cards in that set, buying them when they were new, but we liked it. It was for us. We thought it looked cool, and we still have it.
Still do to this day.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's the difference, though, right? Between pure investing and enjoying the hobby. There's a line there.
That's right.
So the other thing is demand and supply. So as with the filming of this video, there's something going on with Kamigawa collector boxes,
Yep.
and that is the second wave. Not the second printing. They only ever do one printing of collector boxes, but they release it in different batches.
Yep.
It makes it easier on the supply chain to hit your release date if you're not trying to move all however many thousands of boxes. You're only moving half of them, maybe a little more at the start.
I think there's other hidden variables they think about as well.
I'm sure there is. There's a lot of work that
How
goes
do you,
into that, right?
how do you drive sales, right? You release a little bit
Oh, yeah,
now.
you pull the old Nintendo trick, right? Where
Exactly.
you artificially, I don't know.
You manipulate the
neuter
market a little bit. Yeah, right? Like, yeah. Hey guys, there's not much of this around. You better buy it now. Oh my God, I need to get this. Give me as much as I can.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We got 30 more pallets coming to market.
So yeah, that started happening about Sunday night into Monday, all the way up to today, which is Wednesday. Well,
So
you got the stats.
We do. So we got a little bit of stats here. We got on March the 10th, total available collector boxes of Kamigawa Neon Dynasty on TCG Player was approximately 86 were available.
That's not very many.
That's not. So you fast forward 5 days from that point to March the 15th, there was 2,045 boxes available approximately on TCG Player. Now we're 1 day, March the 16th at high noon, there is now 2,300 boxes available.
So there's more supply. That last giant wave is
Right.
hitting the market.
So if you look at the price, you go back to March 10th, you're about $260 USD on TCG Player to pick up a Kamigawa collector box. And we fast forward to once there's 2,300 boxes, you're now about $238, which is a swing of about $40.
$40 US, right?
That's a pretty big swing.
In
We're
under
talking
what,
about
7 days, 5 days? You said.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 5 day swing. So obviously there's a lot of boxes that just recently hit the market, right?
If you have not bought your Bossaju yet, your auto include Greenland that everybody should have a copy of, hold off. I don't know what, another week,
Yeah.
and then I'd seriously consider buying it then.
So that was another point I was thinking about.
And that applies to the Hidetsugus, right? There's going to be more flooding the market.
That's right. If the Bossaju was the chase card neon hit in this set,
Cool.
okay.
Could you imagine that?
Now you're talking, okay, we are paying $2,000 for the chase lottery card.
That would be a different story, yeah.
Way different story. The playability really affects the lottery card's value, not just scarcity, right?
No. Well, to an extent, yes.
Wow,
I mean,
one of one. Okay,
Viscerous
you know.
here is a terrible card, and there's only 100 printed of that first little test run of
Right.
numbered cards, right?
Right.
So $1,000 for Viscerous here, it's pretty good.
Could you imagine if it was a Bossaju?
Yeah, just wait till the day it is a Bossaju
That's
or
right.
something
Yeah.
of that extent. So yeah,
So that's quite a big swing in the amount of available product in 5 short days.
Wave 2 is here.
It is here and it is going to be available, so don't overpay for your Kamigawa collector boxes. They're back on the market and you're going to be able to get them pretty readily, I would think, especially with the price drop of $40, right?
Yeah, in
So,
5 days.
yeah.
So,
So if you're still looking to chase for those neons, they're around and you can still do it at a relatively nice price.
and it's still fun as all heck.
Well-
We've got, what, 8, 9 boxes on the channel right now?
And we got another one, and I really want to open one. I really want to open one and put it on the channel. I think it's for one of the patrons, guys. I really want to open one for you guys. Stoked.
I'm going to diverge a bit because the lottery cards do make Kamigawa more valuable, obviously,
Yes.
right? But it's also, they did a fantastic job of having almost that secondary layer of chase cards with the Wandering Emperor.
Yeah.
And even just the etches are so rare. There's one in about every other box.
Then you got the Phyrexian text cards in their foil, in their etched. I mean, they really did a lot of layers on the chase cards here,
Yeah.
which really made the set worth opening.
For sure. It's
Yeah.
definitely the best standard set they've done in a long time.
Yes. And I think, to be honest with you, if I was playing Standard right now, I think Standard would be super fun right now. And I think it would be really fun to play Standard right now. But most likely would have a pretty hefty price tag, I'm going to assume.
Yeah, at least you can open the cheaper variants perhaps and get them. But
No, my Standard deck has 4 Showcase Wandering Emperor foils.
yes.
So, you
2
know.
etched, 2 regular foil.
That's 1,000 Bs just for my Standard deck in
Yeah.
4 cards. I still need 56.
And 4 neon Hidetsugus.
Ooh, he doesn't go, no.
No.
He's not playable. That's the proper, remember? How about 4 Bolsaju extended art foils?
Borderless foil.
Borderless foils.
Okay, yeah.
I'm confused.
So many variants.
So many confusions.
So with Capenna coming up, we already have a good land cycle. We know that the remaining triomes
Yep.
are coming out.
Yep.
That's a good start. If you start to see those other 2 or 3 layers being added on, kind of like Kamigawa,
That's right.
where the desirable chase cards are there, I mean, pre-order.
And what are they going to do? Are they going to have the Triumphs be some sort of awesome chase where there's some crazy special version of it and not many to find?
It could go back to the numbered things. You never know.
Yeah,
We're
because
just speculating now.
it's a pretty good land cycle.
The land cycle is a good place to start, right?
Yeah.
So if you start to see those other 2 or 3 things being added onto that make you go, oh, that's pretty cool, then
That's right.
maybe look at pre-ordering.
And we're looking back at you, Ikoria. You got a pretty good land cycle as well as some half decent
It was a
cards.
good start. Remember
So-
opening Ikoria? You'd hit 1 or 2 great cards,
Yep.
and then you'd still hit the Triumph in the back.
And it just felt good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free money, baby.
That's the kind of set that later on in its life cycle is going to be a few more dollars than something that didn't have a good land cycle, right, Paul?
Yes. Even Strixhaven.
Looking at you, Theros Beyond Death.
Theros, good times.
Next gate crash. Ooh.
Okay, so that's the video for today pretty well, eh? Just to recap, we don't invest in Viscerus here or Neon
Absolutely not.
Hidetsugu. They seem really cool right now, but the hype's gonna die off quick because something better is gonna come along soon.
And to be honest, if I was going to purchase a Neon Hidetsugu, it would be the cheapest one you can get, which is going to be the blue one, because they're all the same, man, just a different color. But
Rare though, man.
Fair enough.
People care about that.
Fair
Collectors
enough.
absolutely care about
yeah, I guess
scarcity,
so, right? Yeah.
So, anyways, if you really got $500 burning a hole, or $1,000 burning your hole in your
Possibly
wallet,
more.
still to stick to what? Dual lands?
Yeah. Seriously, if you had, you could get an unlimited dual land for $1,000 US.
Foil 7th dual lands.
That's,
Anyways,
yeah.
that's it for showing off for this episode.
That's right.
Hit the subscribe button, guys. We got lots coming up, including fixing the PC that we usually do editing on, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.
All right, thanks, guys.